Hello everybody, welcome to another commentary. Yes, another commentary. Firstly, I'd like to mention that my Minecraft series, I probably ain't going to be carrying it on anymore. I'll decide more in the next few days, but I don't think I'm going to be carrying on with my server Let's Play. I'm thinking of doing something else, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet, so don't get too downhearted yet, 'cause I know people subscribe to us because of Minecraft, so yeah. Anyway, today's topic is building your own PC. And yes, I know this comes under, well, this could go into a lot of things, but by building your own PC I mean building your own PC over buying a PC. Recently I've gotten this surge to build my own PC. I've recently moved my old PC into my new PC's case and vice versa, new PC into my old case, because my old case was a lot better. And I've realised how easy building a PC, well, putting together a PC in a case is. If you have the right parts, it's just so easy, it's unbelievable. And so I decided to look into more building my own budget gaming PC, a budget build to do a series on. And I realised how cheap parts are. You know, you can look around, parts are pretty cheap, and my computer cost me, I think it was around £800. If I built that myself in a cheap PC case, same parts, I'm saying it would cost around £400. So that just shows you that you get ripped off when you buy a PC. Don't get me wrong, not everyone has the knowledge of putting together a PC, and that is obviously fair dues. You can't put together a PC, so you go out and buy one already made. But when you buy a PC, I've realised that you're basically paying an extra 100, maybe 150 quid for that person to put it together. Whereas if you did it yourself, it would take you, I'm saying, an hour and a half. If you don't know what you're doing, maybe 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours of work to save 150 quid? Yes, please. So this got me thinking, because obviously I am going to actually build a budget gaming PC soon, and it's going to be about £350 and probably could outdo my current PC at some games. I'm not sure yet, but I think it will from reviews on the products that I'm going to be putting into this PC. My overall topic for this is, it's kind of me just telling you guys that you really shouldn't buy a pre-made PC, because this guy asked me the other day, you know, what PC shall I buy? And this kind of came into mind. It honestly did. I said to him, you know what, mate, you're better off building your own, because the PC that he was going to get was you could probably buy it for about 200 quid. I'm being serious, that cheap. But it was going to cost him about 400 quid. So basically what I'm trying to say is, buying a PC, you basically get ripped off, in my opinion. That is my opinion. So yeah, that brings me on to my next thing. You know, what's better building, well, firstly I'll answer the question, what is better, building your own PC or buying a PC? And I think you already know the answer. Building your PC is a lot better, because you can put what you want in there, instead of buying a PC and then upgrading it, which will probably double your money, whereas you could probably do the whole PC for about half of the price. But if you don't have the knowledge, then obviously you've got to buy a PC. So yeah, let me go on to the next thing I want to speak about. My budget gaming PC build series. It's not going to be for a while, because I need to gather some money together. I'm going to buy this because I actually want a new PC, and so this is going to be my new PC if it's good enough. And it should be, definitely, with the stuff I'm putting into it. So let me just talk you through some things that I'm getting on it. I'm getting a basic motherboard. Motherboards won't affect the performance as much. You know, a good motherboard will only have good expandability. Like, let's say it'll probably support up to 64 gigs of RAM. That's a really expensive motherboard. Maybe with like, I'm just gonna I don't actually know 100% if this is true. If a motherboard could have 8 SATA connectors, then it would have 8 SATA connectors. That would cost a lot more expandability. That is all a motherboard is. It's not going to affect the performance majorly where you can see a difference, because it won't. A nice cheap £40 motherboard's going into my system. That's all I need. It can support up to 32 gigs of RAM. That's all I need. For gaming, all you need is 4 gigs of RAM. In most people buy computers with like 16 gigs of RAM because they think they need that for games. You don't. So, yeah, that's the motherboard. Just a cheap £40. Then a case, £25 my case will cost. That's £65 altogether. Power supply unit, nice simple £30 power supply unit. That's £100 already, and we're only halfway done. Now, processor, I used to think it matters a lot. Obviously, right, that does not make sense. It does matter a lot. You need a good processor to play games. It doesn't matter as much as I think it does. A dual core AMD 3.6 GHz that can be overclocked to about 4.5 GHz is better than most processors and is nice and cheap for around £45, which is going into my system. So that takes up to £145, and we've nearly completed the computer, and that'll be able to play most games including Battlefield and Skyrim. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm just giving you ideas on how cheap building your own system actually is. You know, I would go into this a lot more, and I probably still haven't explain a lot more about my budget gaming PC build, but I expect to see that in the future. I expect to see a lot more stuff like this. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, please leave a comment, subscribe.